Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to add some custom textures and materials and kind of demystify those two interfaces in Unreal Engine. So here's what we're going to make today. We are going to add a custom material and texture to both curtains and to the walls in the room. So we have the original that we brought in yesterday, and that's in our Megascans folder. I'm just going to click on the search to find the material itself. And if you remember, the Megascan Services folder has materials and textures. So if I drill into the material itself, we have this, and this is the texture for it. Not all materials are going to look like this, and you're not always going to be able to find the texture in this way. But we can search for this particular texture, and we'll find it here. It's in the Fab Megascan Surfaces, this folder here. And let me show you what this looks like on my machine. I've opened this up, and this is the same folder. There it is, and there are those three assets. We can now customize this texture or create a new texture and make a new material from it, or apply it to the original. So let's do that now. So in this case, I made these in ChatGPT. One is just red stripes, and we're going to use that for the walls. And then the other is this red curtain, and it's kind of a white noise pattern with a red overlay. And these will tile and create the curtains and walls. So I could just drag these into here. The problem with that is that Unreal is always going to be looking in my downloads folder for this red curtain copy. So if I bring it in here and I drop it and it imports, it shows up no problem in this folder, but it's not in this folder. And so I'm going to have a hard time differentiating because it doesn't create a copy of it. Although this is the easiest option, I don't like doing it that way. What I recommend doing instead is navigating to this folder. Here it is. And then I'm going to bring the downloaded image, red curtain, into it. What will happen is it will ask if I want to import, and I'll say yes. And there it is. So now I have this red curtain. And I like to keep organized that way. So now I can right click it and create a material from it. And the default name is just going to be red curtain material. So I want to put this in the materials folder. And I'm just going to now drag it over to the materials folder. It'll ask if I want to move here. And we'll do that. And let's take a look over at the File Explorer. I'm going to go up one level, find materials, and now it's created that material there. So if I ever have to go back over and find it on my hard drive, it's just easier to do it that way. Otherwise, you're going to have stuff in your downloads or wherever else you put it, and then you're going to have a hard time locating them later. So now I'm going to go over the materials folder, and I'll drag this new red onto it. But it looks kind of plasticky, and we need to make some changes to it. And I'm going to go in here, double click on it, and it looks different. So now this controls what is in the instance. But I'm just going to make some changes to this one. For one, I'm going to change the roughness. I'm going to make it 10. I just don't want it to look that shiny. So that's all I really want to do to this one. I'm going to just hit save and then close out. And now those curtains look pretty good. Let's do the same thing for the background. I'm going to open up here, and I'm going to make a new folder on the surface because this isn't part of my fab or anything like that. I'm going to go to the content area, right click, and make a new folder here. And I'm going to call this wall materials. I'm going to open that up. And then if I go back over to my Finder, let's go all the way back up to the top of content. And there's that wall materials that I just made. Now I'm going to bring red stripes over into that. I'm going to hit import. I'm going to go back to my content browser. There it is. Inside of this folder, I'm going to right click, make a new folder, and I'm going to call this one materials. I'm going to right click this texture and I'm going to create a material from it. I want that to be located in the materials folder. I just like it to be organized that way. So there it is. And now I can apply this to the walls. I'm going to drill down inside of this, and these are nodes, and we can control lots of factors in here, but what we're going to do to start with is right click, and we're going to do a texture coordinate and just find the one that says plainly texture coordinate. Put it here. We're going to do another one called a custom rotator. That one's going to go here, and I'm going to plug that into the UV. I'm going to plug this into this UV here, and I'm going to do one more thing. Instead of hitting right click, this time I'm going to hold down S and just click. And you can rename this one. And this is how you can custom rotate this object. So if I wanted my stripes to be horizontal, say for example, I could take this value and make it 0.25, and every 0.25 is going to rotate it 90 degrees. So for mine, I don't need to do that, so I could zero it out at 1. But I also want the scale of this to be a lot smaller, so I'm going to click on the texture coordinate, and I'm going to up this to 25 on the U tiling and 25 on the V tiling. One goes vertically and one goes horizontally. Since this is a repeat vertically, it doesn't really matter, but I do want to have a background that actually looks a lot smaller and tighter in pattern. Hit save, and you're going to see it's going to update big time on the background. You can also change your parameters in here. So if you're like, okay, I want to have it be more metallic, say for example, we could add a little metallic quality to it, something that looks like that. I'm going to hit save and close. Now I have a pretty good looking material. Now because it is metallic, it's going to have a hard time picking up all the light that's coming from my skylight. And if you want to change that just to see what it looks like, your skylight's up here. Just hold down Control and L and keep them held down, and you can kind of change the direction of the light just to see what it's going to look like. It doesn't really matter for right now in your project, and that's because we're going to wind up adding a light like I just added there before. And we're going to light this because it's going to be an interior space. So don't worry too much about that, but this is how to make some custom materials and textures using some custom images from ChatGPT or Photoshop or wherever, and how to apply them to your world.